Hey, how's it going? And welcome to the Become a Piano Superhuman training program. Now, I don't want to just teach you how to be good at piano. I want to really teach you how to get to that next level, how to blow your piano game out of the water. So before we get to all the video lessons, I know you're probably excited to actually sit down at the piano, learn some of this stuff, but please watch this whole video because I'm going to show you how to get the most out of this course and how to really maximize, I guess, your learning out of this course. All right, so let's get right into the video lessons and how this is actually organized. So once you log in, you're gonna have access to all the PSH lessons. Now, PSH stands for Piano Superhuman. You can access it on this side menu bar. So any of these lessons, if you click on one of these, it's gonna go to a page like this that has, a video lesson, maybe some PDFs, some key points, action steps, stuff like that. So these are broken down kind of by skill set. So beginners lessons, obviously for beginners, stuff like names of the notes, hands together coordination issues, sight reading, stuff that beginners always ask me. I just put together kind of comprehensive little lessons to teach all that stuff. Now, even if you're not a beginner, I would highly suggest watching this first lesson, the complete piano learning overview. That's the lesson on the page right now. And even if you're not a beginner, it'll kind of give you the top-down approach on how learning piano works, taking somebody who's never played piano before all the way to someone who's really good. So even if you're not a beginner, I highly suggest watching this lesson first. Now, the rest of these lessons are a little more a la carte, right? It's a certain skill set. So for example, if you're having trouble because your hands kind of feel sloppy or your pinky is weak or you don't feel coordinated, you probably want to start out with the technique fundamentals. This course is all about exercises to develop finger strength, coordination, dexterity, all that stuff. This course, the next skill set, is what I call the captivate techniques. Now this is all about those flashy moves, the cool piano runs, the left hand patterns, things that kind of make people say, wow, arpeggio sweeping, that kind of stuff. This third section, accelerated learning techniques, this is all about efficient practice. Basically, how to learn the same amount of music, but cut your practice time in half, or how to double the amount of music you learn in the same practice time. It's just little mental loopholes, little tricks, and there's a lot of cool ways you can really speed up your practicing. And the last section is playing by ear. Obviously, this is how to play by ear, and it'll have some lessons from that. Now, the order you're going to want to learn these in. First of all, the reason I didn't have just a comprehensive, everybody takes the same course is because everybody is going to be at a different point coming into this. Like some people might come in and their technique is rock solid. They don't need technique fundamentals because they already have their technique down. But they might have never learned to play by ear before. So I might have to take them all the way from scratch playing by ear. So that's why it's separated out. If you have one thing you're really interested in, start with that, and you can always move on to the other lessons later. Now, if you're the type of person that's just like, I just want to learn everything, I just want to become super well-rounded, I need help in every aspect, I would suggest taking these in order. They're in a specific order. Technique fundamentals is the most important. Once you have rock solid technique, it just makes everything else a lot easier. Then go down and captivate, then the accelerated learning techniques. And playing by ear is going to be easily the toughest thing to learn. So you're going to want to learn that last once you have some momentum under your belt. All right, so what about these courses up here, these other courses? Now I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I'm also trying to sell courses on this site. Like I'm not going to hide it. I'm also trying to sell courses. These are kind of the premium version of each of these mini courses, right? So the technique fundamentals course is kind of a mini course. If you like the stuff in there, you can get the full technique course, which has a lot more, it's just more lessons and it's more in depth than the PSH version. Now that being said, I want to let you know that all these PSH lessons, I spent just as much time and effort coming up with these lessons and making them really good as I did the my premium courses. In fact, to be honest, a lot of these, probably over 50% of these PSH lessons are literally just copied and pasted from my premium courses. Like for example, this is arpeggio sweeping. I literally just copied and pasted this from my technique course, and it has all the video lessons. There's 3 video lessons for this one because it's a complicated technique. There's key points, there's PDFs, action steps, everything that's going to take you from 0 to hero for this technique. So basically, if you like this technique and you want more techniques like that, that's when you would purchase the technique course, which also comes with Project Captivate. Now I'm also doing a deal with if you purchase one of these courses within the first 7 days of signing up for PSH, you get 50% off. And how you get your 50% off, you just go down to bonuses, and there's going to be a link in the bonus section for the 50% off deal. So all you have to do is click this link for the Project Captivate 50% off or the Play by Ear. And I'm going to add some more bonuses to this too. But for now, that's how you get it. And once 7 days is over, you will no longer have access to this page. So if you want to get the deal, basically you just have to sign up before the 7 days is done. All right, there's one more thing I want to talk about, and it's the biggest reason that people fail at piano. And I've taught a ton of students. I have a lot of piano teacher friends, and we talk all the time about this kind of stuff. And the number one reason people fail piano is simply because they lose motivation. It's not because their hands are too small. It's not because, they don't have the it factor, whatever that means, or they're too old or any of that stuff. None of that matters. If you keep consistent practicing, you will get better at piano and you will become great. Now, the biggest thing is motivation. So I want to do everything in my power to kind of keep you motivated. So the way I'm trying to tackle that is you will be receiving emails every day for the next 7 days that will tell you stories and try to help you out, and they'll link back to the site, or some of them will link to other lessons that aren't even on the site. But the purpose of these lessons is to try to inspire you, is to try to keep you motivated. They're true stories from my life or my friends' lives or people I know that have succeeded at piano, and it kind of takes you through how to do that. So you can always unsubscribe to those. I would never want to spam you. If you're sick of it, all you have to do, there's an unsubscribe link on the bottom of every email, and you just click that and you won't get any of the more of the motivational emails. So I know what you're probably thinking right now. You're probably thinking, who is this dude and why does he think that he can teach me piano? What is this guy's credentials? Well, I do have a degree in music. I've written an Amazon best-selling ebook called Lightning Fast Piano Scales. I'm the founder of Piano University. I played jazz bands. I played shows with singers. I played classical recitals. All that stuff, I'll put all my credentials down below. But at the end of the day, none of that matters. That's all just me talking to you. All that matters is, can I play or not? That's the real test of a true musician. And I've recorded over 100 videos and put them up on YouTube. I'll put the link down below. So if you're ever curious, is this guy even actually good? You can click that link and you can decide for yourself if you think I'm worthy to teach you at piano. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Time to get started. Start going through these video lessons. If you ever have any questions, hit that contact me button on the side of the website. Shoot me an email and I'll respond to you. That's all I got for you guys. Thanks a lot. Peace out.